So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today in this video we will be doing Q&A video part 5, and I believe I have 20 questions. A lot of you have helped out with asking me a bunch of questions, and I'm going to say or just have the YouTuber's name pop up right here who asked the question. So we're going to start off with the first one here, YouTuber name right there, and they have asked, what is your favorite figure in your collection, and where did you get the 19 in Daredevil 19? Or he said, and where did the 19 in Daredevil 19 come from? So what is my favorite figure? I'll answer that one last. The 19, I used to play baseball, and 19 was my number, so it's always been like my favorite number ever since too, so that's where the 19 really comes from. My favorite figure in my collection, that's a tough one. I don't know what my favorite figure in my collection is. That really is a tough question. I don't think I could just pick one favorite. I'll give you like a top 3. So one of them would have to be probably the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. That's one. Another one is probably the SH Figuarts Android 16. And I'd say another one is, man, I don't know which one to pick. Tough question right there. Maybe the SH Figuarts Madoru Uchiha, or the Variable Action Heroes Time Skip Roanoa Zoro. Maybe those are my top favorite figures in my collection. I guess those are my top favorites as of now. And the Mezco 112 Red Suit Daredevil is another one of my favorites also. So there's the top 5 I gave you. So that's the answer to those 2 questions that you have asked. Now the next question here from this YouTuber, they have asked, if you could collect one brand, which one would it be? And if you could only choose one, would you collect Marvel, DC, DBZ, Naruto, or any other line you collect? The one brand I would collect is SH Figuarts, and it would be the Dragon Ball line, of course. It's my favorite line to collect. That's probably the line I have the most figures of as well. Dragon Ball Z is like one of my favorite things of all time, along with One Piece and a couple other things, but those are like my top favorite things of all time. And the SH Figuarts DBZ line is what really got me back into collecting years ago, so that would definitely be the line I would have to collect if I can only choose one. Alright, so that's that question. The next question is from this YouTuber right here, and they have asked, why don't you do vlogs? And I feel like my life is just kind of boring, so I don't feel like vlog videos would be entertaining. I mean, all I do on the weekday is get up, go to work, come home, take a shower, either make videos, have time maybe to relax, if I have a chance to relax, watch maybe some shows, movies or something, maybe play some Super Nintendo, play with my dog or something. I really don't do that much. I don't really go out that much either. Sometimes I go to New York Comic Con, and that's when I'll do like maybe vlog type videos, when I go to like cons or events or something like that. But I feel like if I made vlog videos, they'd be pretty boring. Maybe back when I was younger, they'd be interesting, because I've seen a lot of shit and been through a lot of shit, but now I'm older, I'm just more calm now, you know what I mean? So that's really why I don't do vlog videos. And it doesn't really get requested that much either, you know? So that's the answer to that question. The next question from this YouTuber writes here, and they have asked, would you like SH Figuarts to make a Star Wars Clone Wars figure line? It would be pretty cool to see them do that. I don't know if I would collect it, but I know a lot of people would. I know there's a lot of Clone Wars series fans out there of Star Wars, and I feel like Tamashii Nations could definitely make money off it. And I'm sure eventually, if the Star Wars line keeps continuing to sell well, eventually I think they'll jump into it. But for me personally, I don't think I'd really buy anything from Clone Wars. Maybe if they made Darth Maul and his brother, I forgot his name. But I'd probably buy them, but that's really it. But yeah, that's the answer to that question. The next question from this YouTuber here, and they have asked, have you ever watched the Gundam series? I never watched it, but I know what it is, because I think it played either before or after. I think it was after Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. That's the that's how I know about Gundam, just because of Toonami. They would always show like little previews of the show during the Dragon Ball Z commercial breaks, so that's how I know about it. I never watch it though. I'm not a big fan of like robots. I think the only robot stuff I watch is like maybe Transformers, or like is Transformers, but I'm not really a big fan of robots, you know what I mean? But I know a lot of people do love like robots fighting and all that. Pacific Rim I thought was dope. I like stuff like that. The Transformers movies, they were just fun action movies to watch, and the Transformers look pretty cool, but I'm really not a big fan of like robots fighting. Even though Gundam and Pacific Rim is kind of similar, I believe it's people inside the robots controlling them. I used to like Power Rangers when I was younger too. They used to fight in the big robot, the Megazord at the end also. But after I grown up, I never really liked robots that much. When I was younger, I probably liked robot stuff a lot more, but not as much now. Next question from this YouTuber here. They asked, who is your favorite Naruto Shippuden character? I would have to say maybe Neji or Kakashi or Kakuzu, maybe from Akatsuki. Hidan's another one of my favorites also. There's so many Naruto characters, I can't just pick one, but those are like my top favorite characters from Shippuden. Also Itachi is as well. Next question from this YouTuber here. They asked, is there some character you would really like to be made into a figure, but you know it will probably never happen? I would love to see like an import company make a really badass Spawn figure, but that's Todd McFarlane's baby right there, and he's like the only one that will make the figures. So I feel like we'll never get a really good Spawn figure, which is disappointing. I know he created it, McFarlane, and I respect the hell out of him for creating that character and what he's done for the toy collector universe back in like the 90s and everything. He used to make badass toys. Now he's still stuck back then. He's not doing as good with making figures. He makes more like statues to me, I think. I stopped collecting his stuff. The last thing I collect from McFarlane was the Walking Dead, but I would really love to see like an import company either make a Spawn figure, or I would love to see an import company make a Rick Grimes figure from The Walking Dead, but McFarlane once again has the rights to making Walking Dead figures, so I feel like those are figures we'll never see like made by import companies or anything, but I would really love to see other figure companies takes on Spawn, you know what I mean? Spawn's such like an iconic, dope character. I love that character ever since I was a kid, and it would just be dope to see another figure company take a run at some Spawn stuff besides McFarlane. Alright, so that's that question. The next one here from this YouTuber, and they asked, why and when did you start watching anime? Alright, so I started watching. Why I started watching, I was in like a phase when I was in my teens. Like I'd like to stay up really late and just watch cartoons. And yeah, you used to smoke pot a lot and like to watch cartoons and stay up real late, play games and all that crap. But I used to love to watch like Cartoon Network and all that stuff, and then I discovered Toonami and saw Dragon Ball Z on there, and I decided to watch the show for once. I remember always hearing about it, but I'm like, that looks whack. And then I watched one episode. I jumped in on it like in the middle of the Android saga. I think it was right after Vegeta killed 19, so I don't think I saw that. I remember they were chasing Dr. Gero through the rocks, so I came in around there. Pretty much when they introduced Android 17, 18, 16, 17, and 18. But why did I start watching it? That's why, because I used to stay up real late. I liked watching cartoons, playing games, and I would just look for other cartoon shows to watch, and I discovered Dragon Ball Z. And this was when I was around maybe like 17, 18, something like that. I think I was 17 or 18. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that's around the age I started watching it, and the show just, once I watched that first episode, I was hooked like that, and Dragon Ball Z has always been one of my favorite things since then. Very good question there. All right, so the next question from this YouTuber here, They asked, what is your opinion on the Figurized standard line? How well do they scale with the SH Figuarts DBZ figures? And do you think we will be getting a 2.0 Krillin? The Figurized standard line, personally not one of my favorites. They're okay figures. I feel like they're more fun to build. I think building the model kit, you have a lot of fun with it. They're decent figures. I'm not a big fan of the type of plastic they're made out of. How well do they scale with Figuarts? They scale pretty well with Figuarts. They're a little bit bigger in scale though. Some figures you can sneak into the SH Figuarts line, like the Krillin, and I think the androids. No, actually I think they're too big, but the Krillin, the Figurized Krillin, I believe is the same height as the SH Figuarts one. And do you think we will be getting a 2.0 Krillin? We could be getting a 2.0 Krillin, or they might just make a repaint of Krillin, because that figure was done extremely well. I don't know what else they could really do, maybe besides fix the hip joints on Krillin to make a 2.0. So we could get a 2.0 version, we could get a repaint, or we could get a different version of Krillin. So that was those few questions. The next one from this YouTuber here, and they did ask, what's your real name? My real name is Sean, and it's spelled the Irish way, S-E-A-N. Next question here from this YouTuber, and they have asked, what is your favorite looking figure, and what is your favorite figure that was done best? Also, what got you into reviewing? My favorite looking figure, what figure do I think looks the most badass? Let's take a look here. I gotta look at all the figures to see. I do like the way the Variable Action Heroes One Piece figures look. Maybe the Zoro ones, or I do love the way the Mafex Justice League Batman looks. I think that figure just looks so awesome. I also do like the way all the Figma Guts figures look. Those look really dope too. And you asked, what else did you ask? And what is your favorite figure that was done best? The Goku Black, I think, was done really well. The SH Figuarts Goku Black. The SH Figuarts Kakashi is another one that I think was done really well. Same with the Mezco Red Suit Daredevil. A lot of the Variable Action Heroes One Piece figures were done very well. The SH Figuarts Wonder Woman was. There's a lot of them. I can't just pick one. The Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat figures. A lot of the DBZ figures. There's a lot of stuff that was. It's hard to pick favorites when there's so much stuff around, you know what I mean? So that's the answers to those questions. Damn dogs upstairs always bark when the lady's not home. Hey, that makes my dog bark. God dang it. Alright, so that's the answers to those questions. Oh wait, he also asked, what got you into reviewing? I always used to watch figure reviews on YouTube, and I remember saying to myself, like, why don't I just try that? It's something that I'd enjoy doing, because I love collecting, and reviewing figures is like part of your hobby. It's another way to interact with your hobby, you know what I mean? So I figured I'd give it a shot. I never thought I would get this many subscribers, but it's definitely awesome that I did, and just got inspired by other YouTube figure reviewers as well, so that's what really got me into it. Alright, so next question here from this YouTuber, and they asked, is there a figure in your collection that you regret buying, or that you don't like as much now compared to when you first got it? There's a lot of figures that I do buy and regret buying. Like when I bought the Mafex Batman vs Superman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, regret buying those big time, but that was really the only DC EU Superman and Wonder Woman that were around at that time. But yeah, a decent amount of stuff that I review are figures that I wished I didn't get, but I mean, it was also good because I was able to review it. Sometimes I do just get figures to review them if I'm able to. Right now, I'm not really able to. I can't afford it as much, but let's see, is there something in my collection? Yeah, the Figma Fate Stay Night. What the hell? Archer. I thought the series was cool, but the figure is really cool and all, but I don't know why I have it in my collection. And I feel like eventually I'm gonna sell it. It's a really dope figure though, but I don't love the series that much that I want to have figures of it. You know what I mean? It's a cool series. I am excited though to get the Lancer one, so I'm curious as to how that one turned out. But I don't think I love that series that much to collect all the figures that Figma make from them. So there's one figure that I do have in my collection that I do regret buying. Alright, so next question here from this YouTuber there. And they have asked, if Tamashii Nations could only make one more Naruto universe character and you had the power to pick it, who would you choose? That's a tough one. But I think if they can only make one more character, the one character I would want them to make... Damn, you got me with that one. Maybe Neji, or Hidan Kakuzu, or Tobirama. Any of those 4 characters. I don't know which one I would want. I guess Neji. He's like one of my all-time favorite Naruto characters, and Neji is who I really want them to make in the line. Hopefully they do make him very soon, because I'm getting sick of waiting. Alright, so the next question here from this YouTuber, and they have asked me, what is the best Batman figure in your collection? And as of right now, my favorite Batman figure that I have in my collection, I gotta say, is the Mafex Justice League Batman. Out of all the Batmans that I have owned, I think that one's my favorite, and it's my favorite Batman figure that I do own in my collection as of right now. Alright, so I think we have 5 questions left. The next one here from this YouTuber, and they have asked, what are your favorite top 5 anime? Alright, so top 5, let's see. I got it. Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, Berserk, Dragon Ball Z, all that, and then One Piece. Those are my top 5. Hunter x Hunter, the whole Naruto series, Shippuden and all that, Berserk. Even though the animation isn't that great, I just love this. I love it. The original anime is fantastic, and so are the 3 movies, the Golden Age arc movies. Those are fantastic as well. Then the Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, all that. That's 2, and then number 1 is One Piece. I just love One Piece. I believe that is my favorite thing of all time. Alright, so that is that question. The next one here from this YouTuber right there, and they have asked me, what are your 3 favorite SH Figuarts action figures of all time? Oh man, these questions kill me. SH Figuarts Kakashi is one of them. I'm not going to put it in an order. I'm just looking around to see what figures, but the SH Figuarts Kakashi is definitely one. It's probably going to be all anime. The other 2 are probably going to be DBZ of all time. Android 16. And man, you guys are really getting me with these questions. I guess maybe the 2.0 Vegeta. Yeah, I guess I'd have to go with those 3 SH Figuarts. Those are probably my top favorites. Maybe Frieza. I don't know. Man, it's hard to pick like your top favorites when it comes to figures. If you're a collector, you guys know what I mean. It's really hard to pick. Alright, so next question here from this YouTuber there. And they have asked, what's your most anticipated Mezco 112 figure from Marvel and DC? Let me look at my pre-order list here. I know one of them is the Thor Ragnarok Hulk. That's one of them from Marvel. Another one of their Marvels is both the Daredevils and, let's see, Punisher, the Netflix Punisher. Let me just look real quick here. Yeah, I believe Mezco Punisher. Yep, and then for DC, I'd have to say the Tactical Suit Batman. That's one for DC. The Silver Knight Batman. That one. And I'm about to go get my Mezco book to look. Maybe the Catwoman? Yeah, I guess the Catwoman, yeah. I am really excited for the John Wick also, but that's not DC or Marvel. Alright, so how many questions we have left? I think 2? Yep, 2 questions left. And the second to last question from this YouTuber right here. And they have asked, who is your favorite villain out of all the anime you have watched? Your favorite villain from all the anime I've watched. Who was a really good villain? One Piece had some good ones. So does Naruto. Naruto has a lot of good ones. And Dragon Ball Z has some of the best. Maybe Perfect Cell from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go with Perfect Cell. Frieza also, but maybe Frieza actually. He's just, yeah, I'd probably, you know what, I have to go with Frieza. He was more of like a hardcore villain compared to Cell. Yeah, I'd probably, or, you know what, I really did like Kakuzu as a villain too. Him and Hidan were really good villains in Naruto. And Doflamingo was a sick, messed up villain as well from One Piece. Man, what they did to people on Dressrosa was just so messed up. Turning them into toys, having their loved ones forget about them. That was so messed up. They're like being tortured every day of their lives. Alright, so last and final question here from this YouTuber there. And it says, which Dragon Ball character would you like to see SH Figuarts make a battle damage version of? I'd like to say Bardock, but either a Piccolo or a Frieza. I think that'd be pretty cool to see one of them, battle damage version of one of them. I feel like we will get a Piccolo though. Yeah, Piccolo or Frieza. I'd have to go with one of them. Yep. Yeah. Either one of those two. Anyway, guys, that is my Q&A video part 5. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have more questions for my next Q&A video, which will be part 2, feel free to put it in the comments below so I can continue making these videos. But that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later.